Welcome back to another episode. I'm back with Nikhil today. So Nikhil Raj is an illusionist and an actor. So thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you very much for sparing your time out and joining me. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Lakshit.
Yes. So before we get into any conversation or anything as such, it would be great if you could, tell us more about yourself and what you do.
Okay, so I do quite a lot of things. Basically, I'm an illusionist, like you introduced me, and I call myself corporate illusionist because I mainly focus on corporate companies, and I've been doing these shows for more than a decade now. And I perform for corporates across the country, and I have performed more than 1,200 shows, across the country. Well, I have a company called Raj Magic. So what we do is, first thing is we perform shows for corporates for private events, and apart from that, we also organize. Sessions like training sessions for children, and I call it junior magic course. We teach them magic, and we have senior magic course for adults. So we train adults and corporates as well. Apart from this, I have another company called Celebrations Unlimited, which is my dad's. So we also conduct a lot of events. So yeah, this is a little about it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. So, what was one thing I would like just to ask you is, why did you choose illusion, as becoming an illusionist as a career? What were your thinking behind it?
So I do know this is something unique. Not everybody takes it up. So my dad's an illusionist. He performs across the world, and he performs shows. So as a kid, I didn't really like magic because my dad used to practice at home. He used to bring his magic friends home and show me magic all the time. So basically, it was magic all the time. So I was kind of bored. So slowly, by chance, I had to perform in school because my teachers knew my dad was a magician. They asked me to perform. And from then, I really started liking the experience that I started feeling on stage, and the love I got from the audience, the applause, the attention, and the fact that I'm making people happy, I'm making people surprised, and looking at those beautiful smiles. That's when I slowly started, practicing more, and I started performing more. So that's how I got into magic.
And so, from hating to loving, which what has been that kind of a, when you hate something and then you just start liking it for some reason, how does it feel? Do you feel weird or awkward about yourself?
I do not feel awkward about myself at all, because I think as a kid we don't think straight, right? If we are exposed to something too much, obviously we might start hating it. It's common psychology. It's common human behavior. And once I started performing, I started really liking it. So I said, okay, there's nothing wrong. And yeah, so I feel it's a very common human behavior.
Yeah, totally. And how hard, how easy as a career, illusion and all of these like a different type of professions have changed, I would say, in the past year, in like say 2 years, it has changed so much, like from performing into local events to coming online. And how have things changed? And also, when you're a performer, when your audience says that, that's when you understand that they are liking it or enjoying it. But when you're online, there are some places where people are on mute, and you don't understand what's the audience situation. Are they able to get that comfort and fun? So how have things changed for you because of COVID and all of those things?
So of course it has been hard as an artist. So once the pandemic started, lots and lots of events got cancelled, and I was quite upset with that. And slowly my clients started, approaching me, asking if I could do virtual sessions. And magic is a visual art, and trust me, to performing it in front of a camera, like you said, there'll be many challenges. I don't know if the person is enjoying it or no. So it took quite a few months for me to design a show, especially for a virtual session for virtual audience. And what I do is I always tailor make sessions according to my clients' needs. And so I designed a show called Reimagining Mental Limits for Corporates. And fortunately, it worked out pretty well, and I've already performed for 60 plus top companies, and they are loving it. They're really enjoying it. And so another advantage was I could perform for not only Indian audience, but I also got to perform for countries like UK, US, Dubai, and Singapore. So that way I got a pretty good reach. So I would say thanks to COVID in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. Nice. Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, and one thing I'm curious to ask. I have had the magicians, illusionist before in the podcast, but I would would need your help to know is what is illusion really is, like what is illusion according to you, and what do you think illusion is? Yeah.
Basically, it's an art which requires tremendous and lots of practice, and it is an art which makes someone really happy and makes someone go back home and think, okay, what did it happen? Not just for one day, for a couple of days. Okay, how did that happen? So makes the audience, have a question mark in their head, makes them feel surprised, makes them feel extremely happy and think out of the box. So it gives someone different emotions. At the same time, audience know that it's not theater, it's not dance, it's not acting or music. It's something completely different which requires a lot of practice, and they come and appreciate. And basically it's a science which requires lots and lots of other arts, other arts.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when people say illusion and all of those things, it's just a trick, it's just a how much do you agree to that? And how I don't remember really being into magic shows or illusion shows and all of them. I just remember being a kid, I had a chance to visit them, but after that I think I've never had a chance again. So I just want to understand from your side of it, that how do is it just tricks, or is there something else than tricks in it?
In a way, I do agree that there are a couple of tricks, but at the same time, like I said, it requires so much of practice and a lot of other arts for you to perform magic. Uh, you need a lot of theater skills, you need a lot of music skills, you need to be good at stage presence, presentation skills, and communication. There's so much things involved. When someone comes and just says, "Hey, come on, it's just a trick," obviously you get a little upset about it. But I used to get angry when I started off, but it's a common thought. It's everybody has their own opinions. I won't go and try to explain or argue with them. I just leave it. But as a professional, if someone comes and asks me, "What do you think about it?" I tell them, it's science which requires all these, art for you to, practice and yeah. If somebody just asks me, I'll be more than happy to explain what it is exactly, by not revealing the secrets. But otherwise, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yes, wonderful. And so do you think people who aspire to do similar careers, do you think it as a career is something which will help you sustain for a longer time? What's your thought on that?
Yes, why not? If you are really hardworking and if you keep coming up with different routines regularly and keep inventing new stuff, yes. So in India, we have the stereotype that magic is only for children and performed in schools just to entertain, little kids. And that's not it. If you check out these shows in Las Vegas, magicians are making millions of dollars in one shows. I hope India will be like that someday. And so magic is an art where, if I show you something now, next you'd like to see something different, right? So for that reason, you have to keep coming up with new stuff. So if you're quite hardworking and doing this, yes, magic has a lot of scope, I feel. And if somebody wants to take it up as a career, yes, corporates are really looking forward to new magicians, new illusionists, and mentalists. It has a lot of scope, I would say.
Yeah, and there's this one question I had also is, a lot of illusionists, musicians, and a lot of different, uh, people from various other industries, say motivational speakers and other people. Why do you think? I'm unaware about that. Why do you think more and more corporates invite them and have these sessions at their places?
Um I'm not really sure why do corporates call. The thing is, I mean, for us artists, corporate is a big market for us. But corporates like to look at lots of things. They like to get exposed to different types of arts, because I feel they have got a lot of work to do, right? So when they organize events, they want to they want their employees to get lots of different sorts of exposures and experience, and make them think out of the box. And that's the reason they always have different artists and different motivational speakers and stuff like that. This is what
Yeah.
my thought is. I'm not really sure about it. That's my guess, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So just a few more questions I would like to put up here is what would be your advice to anybody wishing to pursue similar careers? Like, would you say to them?
So countries like India, I mean, it's completely changing now. Like I said, we have stereotype. People think that if you're an artist, you're not going to make enough money, you're not going to sustain for long. That's completely wrong. If you are really hardworking, if you're really passionate about it, and if you keep practicing at the same time, make use of social media, keep connecting with different people, and make sure you keep getting, keep getting connected to, event management companies and corporates and different artists. Yes, you can go ahead, take it up as a career, and if you're good at it, but you should know, you should know you're really good at it, and then I'm pretty sure you'll be doing great.
Yeah. Great. So any message before we end this session to anyone, let it be related to anything as you wish, just a simple message you'd like to put here before we end this up.
First thing, just take care and stay safe. A lot of COVID going around. I don't know what's going to happen. So otherwise, just make someone else happy, whatever you can. Not just financial, just make someone smile, just give them a hug. I think we need people's support always. Whatever you can, whatever little thing we can do, let's just help each other out.
Yeah, totally. Great. So thank you very much for being here. Really glad we had a chance to do a small session and have conversation about different things. Thank you very, very much for being here. I hope we meet again very soon. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lakshit. Thank you for having me on your
My
podcast.
pleasure.
That was my pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Lovely interacting with you.